Hi, my name is Ron Roberts, PJ Golf professional of 26 years. I want to welcome you to the Educated Golfer. Today I'm going to educate you on the basic fundamentals you need to have to become a good bunker player. We're going to talk about weight distribution, we're going to talk about swing path, ball position, spine, and tension level, and a few other things. And one of the things that toward the end we're going to touch base with is how that the right elbow kind of helps you to lead into the shot, and the distance between your chin and your shoulder remain the same throughout the shot. Okay, so let's just talk about the club itself. Okay, the sand wedge is different than any other club in your bag. I'm hitting a 56 today, and it's got here what's called a bounce. If you look at, you'll see the bounce on this. And our bunkers here are kind of soft and sandy, so we have what's about a 12-degree bounce. And if you've got a firm sand, like maybe wet, little firm, you may want to go to an 8-degree bounce. But again, it's just up to whatever your course has. Okay, so let's talk about the ball position. The ball in a bunker, we want that one ball forward of center. So if I put this ball, if I put that in the middle of my stance, I step toward my target 50% and back 50%, pretty well in the middle, isn't it? So we want just a little bit forward of center. That said, at our address position, we want about 70% of our weight on our front foot, 30 on our back. And I'm going to slide my left foot back a couple, 3 inches. And that helps me to maintain that weight distribution on the front throughout the shot. But also what this does, it helps to get my left hip out of the way when I'm making the swing. Okay? So again, ball position's forward, weight shift is forward, tension level. Let's talk about tension level. I have a lot of students. On a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the strongest, I have maybe a 1 or 2 in my grip pressure and pressure in my forearms, 1 or 2. Very soft hands, very light tension. Remember, we're trying to swing the club, not hit the ball, okay? And again, when we're talking about this flange, understand that in the bunker, we want this to lead. This is what the sand touches. And this is the main face. We don't want that leading edge to dig into the bunker. So again, this must lead, okay? So again, and that's another reason why we have the hands a little forward, all right? So again, our address position, weights forward. I want my hands a little forward, head of my belt buckle. Soft, no tension, soft hands, all right? You kind of pretty well see how that's set up. And let's talk about the swing path. In your normal golf swing, you're more of a round, okay? And so let's say more of a round is your normal golf swing. Well, what we want in a bunker shot is we want more of a V, okay? So we're gonna take the club up at a steeper angle, where it comes in at a steeper angle of attack, because remember, we wanna catch the sand with the bounce, not the leading edge. And understand, this is the only shot in golf where the ball never touches the club face, okay? So when you hit a shot, you're literally catching the sand first, and the ball is literally along for the ride. Does that make sense to you? If you catch a leading edge, that won't be the case. So again, our job is to get the bounce to hit, and the ball just rides the sand out. Okay, so let's set up here a little bit, and at our address position. Okay, now if I'm gonna aim to the bunker here. Okay, excuse me, to the pin. So at my address position, my hips are gonna be a little open, weights forward, but guess what? Our target line is still toward the pin, isn't it? And remember, wherever your face is pointing is where the ball goes. So, and let's talk about where do we strike the sand. Okay, so my stance is open, but I still want the ball to go toward my pin. my cup. So at this point, we want to catch the sand about an inch, maybe an inch and a half behind the ball, not too far back, okay? So what that does is you're catching the sand, and again, the ball is riding the sand, and it just comes on out, okay? So I'm gonna hit one here for you. Weights forward, hands forward, no tension. And I'm gonna take it straighter up, and we're gonna bring it at a steeper angle of attack, okay? So again, soft hands. You can kind of hear that sand, that little noise there. That's where the bounce and the sand are making contact, and that's a good sound, okay? So again, let me hit one more for you. And again, there's my target line, but you can see how I'm open, and what that does, that allows me to bring the club in at a little steeper, but it's allowing this leading edge to come in first. Okay, so again, weight forward, hands forward, no tension, and I'm going to take it straighter up and just let it drop in, okay? I hit them thin every now and then. Let me try another one for you. That happens. Weight forward, hands forward. You kind of hear that sound, can't you? So again, that kind of gives you the basics. Now let's talk about this right elbow. Okay, this is something that it's helped a lot of my students, and I never really thought about it. A lot of times when you're hitting shots, you don't think much about it. But what has helped a lot is if they're up here, if this elbow seems like it's leading a little bit, and it's bringing the club in right where I want it. Okay, so I'm going to try a couple with this right elbow, just leading a little bit. Weight forward, hands forward. And boy, I just feel, can you see that? This is just something to kind of give you a feel. Let me try one more with this elbow, okay? Weight forward, hands forward. We're gonna take a V. Boy, can you just feel that? I can feel it, you can maybe see it. So let's talk about one other thing, okay? And I can tell you, the best in the world is Nellie Cordia. She is absolutely unbelievable. And what Nellie does is she never loses the distance from her chin to her shoulder throughout the shot. In other words, everything's very quiet. And remember, in golf, the least moving parts, the quieter we are, the more consistent we're going to be. So again, setup is all the same, but just kind of watch how this stays a little taller. Chin's up, okay? You see that? At no point did I close the gap. Let me hit one more for you here now, and I'll show you what some of my students do, okay? Again, hit about an inch or so behind it. Target line. Our stance is there, okay? And again, just watch this gap. Boy, you just feel, you gotta be able to see that, man. That was perfect. So, and here's what I get a lot of my students are doing is when they're coming in, they want to hit the ball, and then they're closing this down, and then they're digging, and then they're hitting grounders out. Okay, so again, work on this and have fun with it. And I know that when you're playing tournament golf, you can't touch the sand. But you know, if we're out here practicing or you're just having a regular game, don't let that bother you. Until you learn. Once you get better at, you can get better at not touching it when you're practicing. But hover the club face. Got some serious juice on that puppy. Okay. So listen. So that's pretty well the green side bunker. And understand what the green side bunker means. It's the bunker right beside of the green, okay? Now the other bunker is what's called a fairway bunker, okay? So I'm gonna hit a couple fairway shots for you as well. And it is different, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and, we got some there, oh, either way. I'm gonna just hit some out here toward the other hole. So again, the difference in a fairway bunker is where we actually now want to catch the ball first, sand second, okay? Kind of like in your normal golf shot, is you want to catch the ball first, turf second. Well, on this shot here is we want to catch the ball first, sand second. And again, I'm still going to go ahead and hit my 56. So again, waist forward, 70-30. I'm going to choke down about a ½ inch to make sure that I don't catch it heavy, okay? Thin's not so bad. Thin, I'm still going to advance it toward my target, but heavy's not going to do me any good. And again, waist forward. And again, this is all upper body, okay? Lower body's very quiet. This is almost all shoulders. And again, one thing about this, if your normal shot for that distance is an 8-iron, take one extra, take a 7, okay? Because you're going to lose a little distance on these. So again, weight forward, hands are forward. Again, no tension, okay? Let me hit one for you here. I'm trying to catch the ball first, sand second. Again, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let me hit a couple more for you. And again, with this shot, understand that you still want to take it out. You don't want to bring it in like you're normal because you'll get caught up in all the sand coming back down. So again, waist forward, draw a little line. When I will catch right, I catch a ball first. Lower body's 70-30, upper body's very quiet. Not bad. One more, we that good. We're good, we're good. Okay, so hopefully this helps you all a lot. So just work on this, have fun, and thank you all so much. I appreciate it. Have a good day.